TikTok. It's the short video app for people who are bored before the end of the sentence. But now, Congress is worried that although the videos might be short, the consequences could last for a long time.
The app that's taken teenagers by storm, TikTok, now facing a storm of a different kind, accused of posing a possible security risk. With more than 500 million active accounts around the world, now all eyes are on the people behind the app. Two top senators targeting the Chinese tech company that owns TikTok in a letter to the Director of National Intelligence asking for an investigation into TikTok and other Chinese-based companies, warning they may pose a national security risk.
This is a threat to American security. When China has data on 110 million Americans, who knows what they do with it?
That's right. Chuck Schumer wants to launch an investigation into TikTok. But I feel like he's just doing this so he can have someone come to Congress to explain what TikTok is. He's like, I tried to subpoena my granddaughter, but she never returns my calls. Never returns my calls. But for real, it would be very serious if the Chinese can use TikTok for spying. Because, I mean, with this information, China can learn all of America's dance moves, you know? They're just gonna be figuring it all out. They're like, yeah, oh yeah, we figured it all out. That's the thing that's kept the US ahead of China all this time. China's there like, we have nuclear weapons and 5G, but we can't figure out how to hit the whoa. When do you lock? Oh. And keep in mind, TikTok is like 90% teenagers. So I'm not worried that China's watching me when I'm there. I'm more worried that the dude from Catch a Predator is gonna pop up and be like, Trevor, what are you doing here? I'm just here for the memes. I'm just here for the memes, I swear. And can we agree on something, people? At this point, let's just agree that every app is spying on us, okay? Just work under that assumption. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, they're all watching us. The only app that somehow doesn't know your location is Uber. That is the only one. For some strange reason, they just can't figure it out. All right, moving on. If you are a young child just learning the alphabet, first of all, please stop watching this show. Seriously, I might say at any time. And also, it turns out you've been doing it all wrong.
The new alphabet song that's getting mixed reviews.
Yeah, you can say that. This version aims to get rid of the infamous LMNOP and make it clearer for kids. Take a listen.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R.
Oh, no. First of all, no. Secondly, hell no. And third, this new Kanye album is a real departure. It went real weird. Who is this for? Who is this for? Because if my kid can't figure out LMNOP, I don't want to make it easier for them. I just want to know as soon as possible so I can stop saving up for their college. I just want to know. I don't want to waste my money. I mean, at some point, even as a kid, you would figure out that LMNOP are separate letters in the alphabet, right? There's no 40-year-old out there who's just like, excuse me, for the Wi-Fi, is it uppercase LMNOP or, because it keeps saying password incorrect? All right, and finally, here's a great new excuse for drunk drivers to try.
An Ohio man was pulled over for drunk driving, and a blood test revealed he had twice the legal limit of alcohol in his system. But the driver swore to police he didn't have anything to drink, and it turns out he was telling the truth. Doctors say that man has a rare medical condition that turns yeast in your gut into alcohol. It's called autobrewery syndrome.
Autobrewery syndrome? That is the coolest disease I've ever heard of. Like, essentially, when this guy eats carbs, inside his stomach, a team of tiny hipsters turns it into beer. That's what's happening. You realize that, right? And obviously, I'm sure there are downsides to this. Like, for one, he could never run a marathon because it's going to be like, oh, I got a carbo load. And then all of a sudden, it's like, actually, I'm going to skip the race because, bitch, I need to dance.